Alright, I'm Max Beecher, and this is the video lesson. Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to talk about comparing and contrasting. You are going to learn how to compare and contrast. You'll be finding similarities and differences between two things. You will be organizing these ideas on a Venn diagram. As you can see, the Venn diagram is two overlapping circles. Now, when you're comparing, you write that in the middle of the two circles. When you compare, you write down how they are similar, or what do you know about the two things. These can be shared values, traits, characteristics, and so on. As you can see from the picture, both are apples. Now, contrasting, you will write on the opposite sides of each circle, purple and blue. When you're contrasting, you write what is different, or how come they're not alike. These are things that show that why they are not related. Keeping to the fruit example, we have an apple and an orange. They are different because apples are red and oranges are orange. Apple skin is smooth while an orange skin is bumpy. So what can you compare and contrast? Almost anything. You can compare and contrast animals, different types of theater, books to movies, or even consumer products like paper bags versus plastic bags. Some other examples of things you can compare and contrast are like book characters and movie characters, like Harry Potter to Draco Malfoy. You can do music styles or genres, like country or rock or rap to jazz. You can also compare and contrast countries in the world, like different types of things that they export and import, or maybe their different economies. And you can also do this with video game systems, like PlayStation and Xbox. Transition. So, today we are going to practice creating a Venn diagram. I have provided a template for you that I'll pass out. For today's lesson, I have chosen cats versus dogs. So first we'll start out comparing the two. Both are pets. They have to be fed. They require trips to the vet. And then the physical characteristics they share. They have fur, 4 legs, 2 ears, and a tail. Now dogs are different than cats, so we will contrast that. They bark. They need to be let outside to use the bathroom. They need to have a bath. And they can be trained. Cats are different than dogs. Here's why. They meow. They use a litter box in the house. They can self-clean themselves or bathe. And they're resistant to obedience training. So here we have the completed Venn diagram of cats versus dogs. Pick transition. So today you will be reading the story, Broken Arm Blues. The story is about two main characters, Kyle and Carrie. When reading the story, I want you to think about comparing and contrasting them. How are they the same? And how are they different? And what do you think will happen to Kyle and Carrie in the story, Broken Arm Blues? So first, I want you to read the story independently. Then when you're done, you can patiently wait. And then we will move on to the activity. Okay, so it looks like everybody has just finished reading the story. I'll pass out another Venn diagram sheet for you, and we can set up the Venn diagram for Broken Arm Blues. Now remember, we are comparing and contrasting Kyle and Carrie. So I want you to write Kyle up at the top left and Carrie on the right. So you guys will take a couple minutes, fill it out independently, and then think, pair, share to come up with some answers and see how you did. Alright, so now that you've had the opportunity to talk to your peers, let's see how you did. On Kyle's side of the Venn diagram, did you get that he was a boy? Did you write down that he had a broken left arm? That he broke his arm during the soccer game? Or that he had a challenge playing video games? Did you also notice that Carrie You write down that she was a girl. She had a broken right arm. She broke her arm during karate class, and she struggled to put her hair in a ponytail. And compare. Did you notice that they both had broken arms? They played on the same soccer team and in the same karate class. And they got their casts signed in school. Alright, good job everybody. Now tomorrow we will continue on this lesson on comparing and contrasting.